Hi there everyone, hello. Hang on. The bloody white balance. Anyway, hi everyone, hello. How do you get a job in London? Yes, indeed. Well, why would you listen to me on this? I have managed to get a job in London before. This is not like a cry for help. I came here when I was 19. I had rosy cheeks and no experience at all. And I went through these steps and now I've had 5 different jobs in the city. But enough of me sucking my own previous experience. Here is my comprehensive step-by-step guide as to how to get a job in London. Okay, so step 1. Like George Orwell said, you can't make a bed without taking a shit in it first. So you need a good CV. This doesn't mean you need any previous experience. Fuck no. London is a great city to have your first job. The only thing your CV has to include is, first of all, maybe like a short description of yourself where you talk about your mother, no, about yourself, in which you should say if you're looking for a full-time or a part-time position, because that's what people are going to ask you over and over again. That's a good tip, actually, except for the rest of this video. Okay, and under that, you should just put whatever experience you have. It can be like education, or if you've had a summer job somewhere, if you've helped out your uncle with something. Formatting is important as well, so here are 2 examples, one good one and a bad one. Guess which one's which. Step 2. Like George Orwell said, now you need to print out your CVs. There are internet cafes all over the place. Go to one and print out maybe 20 CVs. Pay like 10p per sheet or something. Have thine folder close by because CVs can be flimsy and easily corrupted. Step 3. Now before you start handing out the CVs, you need to choose your outfit. Here are some examples to get you started. You can go for the casual, informal look. This exudes confidence and a fuck it all attitude. Keep your employer guessing, with every piece of clothing is more confusing than the next. I mean, going job hunting like this is a good way to weed out the boring ones for sure. Or you can go for the opposite, dress like an utter fuckface. For this kit, the more it looks like you look down on others, the better. If you end up getting a job dressed like this, well, then don't accept that one because fuck, that's probably a horrible place. Or go for something in between. This confused German sex offender look is as perplexing as it is charming. If you don't get a job, you will at least have made an impression. Step 4. Now that you have your CVs and some clothes on, it's time to spread them out. Shove them to anyone with consent. Just go from shop to shop and say, hi, I am looking for a fucking job, and then shove a CV up your ass. Then you have their attention, so then it's time to ask to speak to the manager. Because if you can't get a hold of the manager directly, they're going to remember your desperate face when they go through the pile of CVs later on. Never hand your CV to someone who is not directly involved in the recruitment process. Fuck, that's a sexy sentence, isn't it? Jesus. Now this is probably the scariest step for most people, but just know that everyone there who works there has probably been in the same situation as you are right now, and they'll be really helpful and kind. And it's a bit like strangling kittens. Like, the more you do it, the easier it gets. Step 5. The Stegosaurus. Step 6. Now you should treat yourself to something because fuck it, handing out CVs is a lot of work. If you don't have any money, that can be tricky, I guess, but you can masturbate. That's usually free, right? Because this is an achievement in itself. The handing out of CVs, not the masturbation. Step 7. And when you've handed out the CVs, the only thing you have to do now is wait. Pretty easy step. Just make sure that your phone is not on mute and that you pick up whenever someone calls. Even if you're taking a shit, pick up. Maybe just don't tell them what you're doing. And if you've handed out 20 CVs to 20 different places, it's almost guaranteed that you'll get a call from someone. And step 8, which is the interview. Holy shit, yes. This is the last step of the process. The final boss has arrived. All your work so far has been leading up to this. But don't be nervous, because it doesn't really matter that much. I mean, if you get it, that's cool, but if you don't get it, that's fine as well. You'll get another one soon enough. Tips for the interview? Fuck, I don't know. Yeah, actually, I mean, the person interviewing you is probably not that comfortable in their situation either. Does that make it worse for some people, maybe? Just try to be yourself and you'll be fine. Unless your real self is an asshole, in which case you should probably try to be someone else. And if you do end up getting a job here, you should be really fucking proud of yourself, because that's so cool. You've done this all by yourself and now you have a job in London. Yeah. There we go, everyone. That's how you get a job in London. Yes. I mean, if you do these things and if you do them enough, you will get a job eventually, like no question. As I said, you don't have to have too much experience beforehand. You don't need to speak English very well at all. Even if it's a shit job that you get, it's good. You're gonna have a great time. My best times here in this city have been when I haven't made too much money at all, but my colleagues have been so much fun. So you're gonna have a great time, I'm sure. And that's it. If this was helpful to anyone, I'm gonna eat my own shit. Thanks for watching. Bye!
Och så låt den stängas och allting. Ja.